Good start, mate. It's going well.
So we are back again. Chelsea, 3:00 today. Preseason friendly. Corey, how's your week been, man?
It's good, mate. Yeah, it's good to see all the Chelsea fans getting riled by Kurt Zouma. We've trashed that deal with Koundé. So yeah, mate, I couldn't be any better. West Ham undefeated in pre-season, so everything's sweet as.
Do you know what? As soon as I pressed live, do you know what happened? Google not responding. I was like, yo.
Your face was a picture, mate. You were the shock, the fear. You were,
I was like, are you taking the piss? Welcome back, people. Lateness is greatness. I can't believe that just happened. I was actually freaking out. I was like, what am I gonna do? I can see Toby in the backstage now as well. What did you say, Lee?
This guy, man, I swear, it's always him, innit? It's always him. What is the matter with him?
I don't know. Like, he's usually at a wedding, or he's got. I was speaking about with Corey. I think everybody's just getting married at the same time, and then bang, you know what I mean? And suddenly you've got 10 winners to go to. But I have to say, I know exactly where I want to start. Maybe I was on mute. But I know exactly where I want to start, because obviously you've signed Ben White, but my real bone to pick today is with Corey, man. Because his team.
I'm looking forward to it, bro.
Oh my days, his team, Lee. I don't know if you've seen the reports and the news, but apparently all of our players just suddenly want to join West Ham. And now they've got the negotiations for Declan Rice. They've got the upper hand. Zouma is like knocking down our Koundé deal, because we was trying to use him as a part exchange to join Sevilla. And suddenly, no, he decides he wants to go to West Ham. So, I mean, Corey, how do you feel about that?
Oh, look, I can't lie. I did enjoy it. I did enjoy it when it came out, because we were all blindsided by it. We didn't think we would go in for Kurt Zouma. We've been in for a centre back, but I think we were linked with Milenkovic, Nat Phillips, and then obviously it came out the other day that he didn't want to join Sevilla, he wants to join West Ham. So it shows you the pool of the club now. Do you know what I mean? We've got a couple of players saying, I actually want to come to West Ham, which is a shock for me. So I've got to enjoy it. But yeah, it's an interesting one. I kind of look at it, you probably look at it like a sort of Kurt Zouma, Tammy Abraham, Declan Rice dynamic. Whereas I look at it a bit like, I'm happy to pay 20-25 mil, if I'm honest. Get him, get Tammy, keep Declan. Lovely window. Job done.
Ridiculous. I mean, Lee,
why is it wrong? I'll let Lee talk now.
Obviously, we can understand personal reasons, right? He wants to stay in London. He wants to, he's probably settled. I think if someone said he maybe has young kids as well, he's quite settled in London. But Lee, man, I mean, I don't know if Arsenal have ever had negotiations with West Ham before. You're trying to get a player off them. It's becoming a nightmare, man. How do you see it looking from an Arsenal perspective? It's ridiculous how far this club have come.
Better believe it, mate. Honestly.
I didn't know about that story, if I'm honest. So I'm finding out now. That's actually hilarious. Yeah, he's gone, I want to go Seville. I'd rather go West Ham, mate. Yeah, I don't know why, because Seville's beautiful. It's absolutely stunning out there, man. And their stadium's amazing. Not that I've been in it, but I've been around it. But yeah, it's a bit weird, isn't it? Maybe it is because of the personal reasons. Like, obviously, if you've got kids, you don't want to move and like go different country and stuff like that. Maybe it is that. But the fact that they've got Chelsea by the balls now on their marquee centre back signing is hilarious. That's actually hilarious.
I was hoping, right, if West Ham were going to be moving crazy with Declan Rice, that our club would just move on and say, do you know what, forget it, we'll try again next summer, or we'll just get someone else. There's loads of great holding midfielders out in France. There's great French market to tap into. A lot of the clubs are struggling financially. I was hoping, let's just go over there and let's just leave this situation alone. Now we're kind of forced to negotiate with West Ham, because our players, we've got Tammy Abraham as well, we're trying to get rid of. The asking price dropped. So, Lee, I don't know if you're interested at 30 million.
No.
He missed a header the other day in a friendly against Bournemouth. It was like...
Oh, no, I see it.
Yeah.
I see that circulating online. I was like, well, that sums him up, doesn't it? That is what he does. 6'5" and couldn't header a ball. Like,
as soon as I seen it, I was like, Lee's not going to take too kindly to this one.
I genuinely, don't want him. I said that last time. I don't want him. I don't want him. Yeah, he's basically a lanky Danny Welbeck. I told you that.
There we go. We got the wedding crasher here now, finally, at last.
Can you stop calling me a wedding crasher? Like, I'm at the age now where my friends are getting married. You get what I'm saying? Sorry,
Just say
sorry,
that.
you're too busy in secondary school drinking alcohol.
Oh my days.
And buying pick and mix. Sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
getting a slush poppy on the way home from the
Yeah,
ice
man.
cream van.
He's gone for the extra tight
Little
fit today.
alcohol
Who are we
as
trying to impress?
I'm sorry, Matisse, that I have grown up shit to attend. Sorry.
When are you getting married, Tobs?
Yeah, you're balding now. Come on, it's getting on in age.
Give me a couple years. Give me a couple years.
God damn. But big up, man. Toby's in the building now. We've got the famous four of us now live on Twitch as well. So big up to the guys that are watching on Twitch. I haven't made any of you mods yet, but I will as soon as I get around to it. I'll start making people mods on Twitch. It's the first Twitch stream. But yeah, Tobes, we was just saying how far West Ham have come. It's very hard to banter them right now because they're holding us up against the wall for some of our players. Obviously, Zouma, I don't know if you saw the report, but Zouma wants to join West Ham instead of Sevilla, which is kind of ruining our Koundé deal. And obviously, Tammy Abraham's available for a cut price at 30 million now after his missed header, if you're interested as well.
Zouma wants to join West Ham instead of Sevilla.
Yeah.
You know, it's probably I think it's probably like relocation thing, isn't it? Like he probably doesn't want to move out of London, but still, come on, Sevilla. Actually, to be fair, West Ham will probably pay him more than Sevilla.
Probably.
How much is he on a week, Matisse? Do you know?
I'm not sure. I mean, I would guess around about 80 to 100k. I would guess. Yeah, he's not exactly one of our highest earners, but
100k.
I'd say he's on about 80k. I can check, but I'm not sure. Why?
No, I'm just trying to suss it out.
Is that a lot for him? Do you think? Is that too much money for him to be on?
Well, look, the thing is, it will be a first choice centre back at West Ham, so we will probably pay it. But you know, you lot are used to watching other centre backs, top quality centre backs. I'm like, dealing with this. So I actually think Zouma would be a good signing for us, if I'm honest. Like, I genuinely think he would.
Someone's saying in the chat 95k. I'm not sure, to be honest. I actually never thought about what Kurt Zouma was on.
The last memory I have the memory that sticks in my brain of Kurt Zouma is when Aubameyang scoop turned him and dinked your keeper in the cup final.
I remember that, yeah.
Every time I hear that guy's name, I just think, yeah, Aubameyang did you. That all ends up, mate. Yeah, literally done you like a kipper in the final. But yeah, Seville or West Ham, flipping
Sunny Stratford, Lee. Come on.
Sunny Stratford, Westfield. I mean, how do you guys rate Zouma? I'll go through each of you, I guess, because right now what's happened is that, if I had to explain the situation, obviously Davinson Sanchez was going to Sevilla for 30 million euros plus Koundé, and I think Koundé said no to Tottenham in that instance. So Sevilla were happy with that. They don't want the same 30 million euros plus Zouma from Chelsea, probably because they know we have more money, so they're probably just trying to swindle us. And West Ham have only inquired 20 million. Do you guys, I mean, how highly do you rate him as opposite? It'd be good to get a rival perspective. I mean, starting with you, I guess, Toby, because I think he's worth 35 million in today's market minimum. But
if Ben White is going for 50 million, yeah, I guess you can't really be too mad at Zouma going for 35 million. I mean, Gay hasn't even kicked the ball in the Premier League, and he went for 20 million as well. I don't actually rate Kurt Zouma that highly. Like, before his injury, I used to rate him high. Like, I thought when he came out the gate, when he first joined Chelsea, he was quality. Like, defensive mid, centre back, he was quality. And then I think that knee injury that he had, it sort of took something away from him, and he didn't come back. It takes time to get back to your best, but like his spell at Stoke was awful. And then Everton, people were gassing it up, saying that, oh, he had a really good season for Everton. I thought he was mediocre at best. I saw for every good Everton performance I saw of him, I'd see some stinkers as well. I remember when we went, I remember going out to a game there where we beat them 6-2, and he was terrible. He was absolutely terrible. But I don't think he's a bad centre back. But I just don't think he's good. He's not good enough to be a starter at Chelsea. And if Chelsea want to cash in on him, I think 30 million is a fair price. It's a fair price. As I said, if Ben White can go for 50 million, then why can't Chelsea charge 30 million for a centre back who's won Premier Leagues, won Champions Leagues, been capped at international level as well? So yeah, 30 million. I think 30 million is fair.
I mean, obviously, Lee's got a very personal moment from him with giving Aubameyang a goal, which is great. But
I can name another one as well against Wolves when they equalised against you, yeah, right. And I think it was in the last minute. I think they equalised against you, I think it was that game. Yeah, and he literally had one man running down on the outside on the left wing. Yeah, running towards the goal, and I think it was Thiago was inside of him, and he had that man like with the ball coming at him. And for some reason, Zouma just left his man and jumped in front of Thiago. Ends up in the back of the net. I was like, "What are you doing?" Like literally, check your man. But I'm sorry. Yeah, it was Neto. That's it. The Neto goal. That's the one. Yeah.
Would you have taken him at Arsenal?
No. And I'll tell you why. Yeah. Right. He's clumsy on the ball. Yeah. His positioning's just not all that. And I just find him like, I don't know. He's an all right centre back. I wouldn't say he's great. Yeah. I'd say like Toby said that if Ben White goes for 50, then he's going for 30. Ben White's 3 years younger. And English, which is why he's gone for 50. Yeah. Like, let's be real here. Ben White's worth 25, 30 million max. Yeah. So we've overpaid for that, which is cool because I've been saying for years, overpay if you want a player. Yeah. If you want them that badly, you pay it. So we did. Yeah. But I'd say Zouma is probably worth about 20. Yeah. No more than
he's not worth 20.
But Chelsea will probably get about 30 odd million for him because that's how Chelsea do business.
I'd say he's worth 30, just period. I wouldn't say he's worth 20 at all. I think obviously in the modern game where you're trying to play out from the back, a lot of teams are trying to play with the ball, especially top teams as well. He's probably not your perfect centre back for that in terms of, he's not the greatest passer. His passing would be average. Like he'd be able to make the simple and switch play, but he's not going to break the lines or anything.
His passing is dead. Let's just call a spade a spade. His passing is dead. That's the his passing is dead, but he's an okay carrier of the ball. He's got great physical attributes, and he's a monster in the air. Like,
why is his passing dead? I would say it's just average. He hasn't had that many errors leading to goals. Like not too many. His positioning is quite. His positioning and concentration wouldn't be great this season though.
His passing on the floor isn't good, and he's not got a good switch at all. So his passing isn't good.
His switch is decent. He doesn't put it out of play.
The thing is that great. Why is that great? Why are you getting rid of him?
Because we need a ball playing centre back. That's what I was just about to say. I'd say he's not.
You can't build up play with Zouma. Like you can't.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. He's not. But I wouldn't say he's dead on the ball. I just say he's average. But average isn't good enough in a team that needs to build out from the back.
He's not. I said he's a dead passer of the ball. That's what I said. I didn't say. I said he's an okay dribbler. Like he can carry. Not even dribble. He can carry the ball in a straight line.
Yeah, I wouldn't say dribble.
But I don't think he's. Yeah, I think he's a dead passer.
He's better in a back four, and I wouldn't say he's an aggressive centre back in terms of the way that he plays with the ball. He's aggressive. He's physically aggressive. He's good recovery defender, great in a last ditch tackle as well. But I mean, Corey probably would suit the way you guys, because you guys tend to sit back and counter, isn't it? So would you say that's actually going to suit you? Probably in the back four as well.
That's the big caveat, isn't it? I think, like, I know you lot are talking. You've seen him in a back three, and you've seen him in the Chelsea team. For us, you've got Declan Rice and Thomas Souček in front of him in a back four. He's going to be sitting a little bit deeper. You look at set piece threat as well, how dominant he can be in the air, offensively, defensively. It's spot on for us. I think he's got more athleticism than Craig Dawson. So from my point of view, he's just a genuine improvement on what we've already got. And I think with Ogbonna alongside him, you've got a bit of experience there. He can be rash, you're right. That's been my problem with him. I saw him against Southampton in a back three. He got caught positionally. But I think West Ham have got enough defensively, like you say, to sit back a little bit and help him. So I think it's a good signing, to be fair. I don't know whether it'll happen, because I feel we're trying to play off Milenkovic and Zouma and see what's what. But if he comes in, it's an improvement, and I can't really complain.
Does he become your best centre-back straight away, do you think?
I really rate Ogbonna, I've got to be honest. I know it's not fashionable to you lot, but I think he's top. I think he's one of the best defenders outside top six.
Right.
Yeah, he's class. And I just, the problem has always been who you're going to partner Ogbonna with. You know, Craig Dawson is okay in certain elements. If he tries to step out, he's going to get done for pace. That's a fact. Zouma probably sorts that out. Diop can't anticipate deliveries over the top. If Zouma's better than him, then it's an improvement. So
Zouma's better than him.
Yeah, exactly. So from my point of view, there may be better centre-backs out there, but for West Ham, I think it's a good step. And I'll be interested to see what Moisey can do with him, because I think he will suit us as well.
I think Zouma would be their best centre-back if he went to West Ham. Ogbonna, I don't really rate him highly, but I appreciate that he performed well for West Ham when he played last season. I think Kurt Zouma would be their their best centre back.
It's interesting as well. You mentioned about Zouma being aggressive. Like the way that West Ham will play is always wanted to be a little bit more of the conservative defender, and then whoever's partnering, whether it's Craig Dawson, to go and try and win the ball. And again, that suits Kurt Zouma. So.
Yeah, do you know what? You guys though, I don't like doing business with you because it's messing up. It's messing up a lot of our strategical moves that we were planning for your captain potentially, and now we have to play ball, and it's difficult.
Do you know, Matisse? Do you think it's really like entwined with the Declan thing? I don't think it is.
I think it could become. I think it could become that, yeah, because. I mean, we know Declan wants to play for Chelsea. We know Chelsea are interested, and we need a midfielder as far as I'm concerned. I've just seen Gallagher go out on loan to Palace, and I've also now just seen Loftus-Cheek get linked to a loan move away to Germany as well. I don't think the source is that credible, but I don't think it's that far-fetched. We need to bring in a midfielder. So I don't know who it's going to be, but obviously your guy is our top target apparently. So I think it could become quite entwined. And I don't like doing swap deals because I feel like whenever you do, they're not often that they happen in football anyway, but when they do happen, you tend to get lowballed for your player anyway, and they get undervalued. So
yeah, it's fair.
Yeah, it's
that's why I don't want to do a swap deal with you either.
It makes sense.
Can I just say, it's a year ago today that Zouma got spun by Aubameyang.
Is it a year ago today?
Really? Today that we won the cup final. And funny enough, yeah, this ain't even a lie. I was actually in Seville. I did my watch along in an Airbnb in Seville.
Jesus Christ! I mean, I wish he would play ball, but then again, I understand. You know, he's got family to think about and things like that as well. So it is what it is. It really is actually a defender's show today because you've got Ben White that made the transfer complete there. When was it? A couple of days ago, was it, Lee?
Yeah, the day before yesterday.
Yeah, so that's
Friday. They announced it at 4:00 and gave him number 4, which, funny enough, is William Saliba's number.
Oh, he's still at your club? Did you not? You just loaned him out?
He's loaned, but they've jacked his number and given it to Ben White. Yeah, I just thought that was a bit mad. It's like, rah, this kid's not played a game for this club. You gave him Vieira's number in the first place. Yeah, now you've said, yeah, you're on loan, and we're taking your number and giving it to our new signing who's playing in your position. Like,
it is a bit disrespectful.
Yeah, mate. If I unless Saliba agreed to it, which I can't see him agreeing to it, like if I was Saliba, I'd just tell him stick it, man. Like real talk.
He needs to leave, to be honest, because it doesn't seem like him and Arteta have got. I don't know what's happened. There's been some beef, or I don't know what's going on there. Because I thought Arteta would gravitate towards the young players because he's a young manager, and he wouldn't want maybe older players to potentially challenge him and things like that. So the fact that he doesn't want a young defender is who's apparently meant to be the Mbappe of centre backs. I'm quite shocked, to be honest.
Do you know what? I said this the other day to someone. Yeah, I said the real Mbappe of centre backs is playing for Leicester, bruv. His partner from
fair enough.
But I said this to my friend the other night. I said, at the end of this loan spell, Saliba's going to have 2 years left on his contract. I think. Yeah, you watch Leicester go and buy him for 20 million. And partner him back with his Mbappe of centre backs, and watch them sell him for about 50 million a couple of years later. Like, you know what I mean? It's going to happen, man, because I don't think he's going to play a game for us. But in terms of Ben White, there's
potential, isn't there? Is there any like hope from your point of view? Because if you do, as critical as I have been, because I feel like he's very overpriced, and I don't know if it's the right age group, but it's cool to have 2 young centre backs. But if you do get the potential out of him and Gabriel, it could actually be quite good. It could be great.
Yeah, potentially. But then you've got Leno in goal. You've got Becky B at right back. Yeah, you've got Tierney at left back, unless he's injured. Then we're putting in some kid that we've never heard of, who scored on his first ever game for us, albeit a friendly. And everyone's gone, oh, it's amazing. He's Roberto Carlos. Then you've still got Granit Xhaka stinking up midfield in front of him. Yeah,
he's signing new contracts, isn't he? What the hell?
It's not been signed yet, but apparently, yeah. Like, mate,
and Bellerin as well has got offered a new contract. Apparently,
oh mate, I swear.
What happened to clearing out the Deadwood?
Oh, exactly. And the thing is, you've then got an attacking line that couldn't score many goals because of the way we play. So, what has actually changed this summer to make me think we're going to finish above 8th? Because we signed a centre back that's better than Rob Holding. Well, let's be real. Pretty much everyone in this league is better than Rob Holding in that position. Yeah, because he gets out jumped by Raheem Sterling, mate. Like, come on. Yeah, backstick tapping headers. because he's getting out jumps. He can't judge the flight of a ball. Yeah. So what has actually changed going forward into this season? All we've done is add a centre back that's better than Rob Holding. Then we've got Lokonga in midfield, who's had a couple of half decent performances in pre-season, but again, it's pre-season. Good. Is he better than what we had in terms of Guendouzi in that position? Yeah, probably not. I don't know. We'll see. I don't really know a lot about the lad, but I don't think that's made us better in midfield. Yeah. Then you've got the backup left back. Well, he's better than Kolasinac. Yeah, wow, whoopee. I'm better than Kolasinac. Yeah. So are we actually improving that much to go into this season with renewed hope and confidence that we can get in the top 4? No. Yeah. In fact, if anything, I'd say we're going to finish lower, because if you look at Aston Villa, if you look at Aston Villa, mate, this banter ain't even started yet, mate. You think 8th and 8th's funny, yeah?
Where did Villa finish last season?
10th, and Everton 9th. Let me just close that door because someone's got music on that when you're getting done for copyright,
Yeah. I mean, what does it... You got a good point there. I mean, Villa are looking dangerous in this market. What have you made of their signings, Toby? Because they're chasing like Ward-Prowse, they're chasing Cantwell, I think, as well. I've seen them linked with...
Yeah,
and they're making... Not trying to be funny, but you two at the bottom, your clubs are in danger here if Aston Villa start moving mad.
I mean, they spent more than... I think they spent like 91 million last season. They spent like 100-something million the season before. They've already spent 40-something on Buendia this summer. They've spent another 30 on Leon Bailey. Yeah. They spent like I think like around 20-something on Morgan Sanson in January this year as well. They spend money. They got ambitious owners, but I mean they're gonna be losing Jack Grealish. So that's a huge.
Do you think that's guaranteed 100% done?
I think it's going to happen. Yeah, I think it's going to happen. I think that's a huge loss for them. But they're going about things the right way. I think you bring in Leon Bailey, you then have Leon Bailey, Buendia, and Bertrand Traore supporting Ollie Watkins. I think that's a pretty good. In fact, that's a good attack. And then if Todd Cantwell comes in, that's good competition. That's good depth because he can play pretty much centrally or in wide positions at times as well. And I think it provides them a good competition, man. Like they're improving, they're building on what they had last season as well. I already rate their midfield pairing of McGinn and Douglas Luiz. The defense was quite strong last season as well in certain games too, apart from that bum Tyron Mings. But yeah, they're building. They got Martinez in goal. Like they're building something strong. So you never know, man. You never know.
I was surprised to see them linked with Ward-Prowse as well, because that's going to take a lot of money to get him out of Southampton. He's like their talisman, really. So
but then if they're getting 100 million for Grealish, mate, they'll pay 50, whatever it takes. It's like,
I just read somewhere that Grealish wasn't sure, and I was like, "What do you mean you're not sure about moving?" I mean, because he's Villa through and through, isn't he? But apparently, he wasn't sure whether next few days whether he'll sign a new contract or he'll go to Man City. I was like,
they're offering him 200k, mate. Like, do you know what I mean? I think the thing with Grealish is I've been interested.
Who, Aston Villa?
Yeah. Apparently, like they're building the whole team around him, and even I think I saw something online saying that they wanted to bring in Ward-Prowse, Cantwell around him. So they're literally trying to get players in to keep him there. But Villa fans are turning on him already. I'm like, you can't begrudge him a move to Man City. You can't. I know he's a Villa boy, but he's too good, man. He's one of the best in Europe in terms of creative stats. So I got to let him go, man. Back-to-back. Mate, he's played 25 games last year, and he's the top 5 for creative chances in Europe. That's nuts, mate.
Most proud player last 2 seasons as well. And that's what he does. He scares the life out of people. Yeah, I see somebody set online yesterday going, "No, he's only scored 6 goals last season. They're paying 100 million." Yeah, it's not about just his goal scoring. It's about what he actually brings and what he does. As soon as he gets the ball, 3 players suck into him and like they're on him, which leaves space for other people. Yeah, he is a quality player, man.
I do think he is going at a price, at an inflated price. Though. I don't think he's worth 100 million.
I'm off. I'm going down the beach. See you later.
No.
You don't think he's worth 100 million?
Yeah, I don't think he is worth 100 million. And I'm not trying to hate on Jack Grealish. I think he's a superb player, but 100 million is a lot of money, man. It's a lot of money. But like Lee said,
it is a lot of money. I mean, Lee disagrees clearly.
like Lee said, you overpay on talent, and like I think, is Jack Grealish for me worth 100 million right now? No. Can he be worth 100 million? 100, absolutely. He's not far off it. I felt it was always going to take around 70, 80 million to get him, but 100 million, that's a lot. That's the big time deal. So let's see what he does.
Let me put it to you like this, Toby. Yeah, if Ndombele is worth 65, which is what you paid for him, Jack Grealish is worth 100 million.
You paid 65 for him.
You didn't pay 65 for Ndombele.
What did you pay for him?
Couldn't have.
58 million.
Well, 7 million difference then. If he's 58, yeah, then Grealish is easily 100, mate. Because Grealish, yeah, like, come on, seriously, yeah. At the end of the day, if he goes to Man City, that is the title done and dusted. There's nothing Chelsea can do. Even
you think so? Because I actually disagree. I don't think it's done and dusted.
Because I think what he'll do is he'll drop Sterling, yeah, which he did a lot last season. He dropped him to the bench most of the back end of the season.
Surely they'll try and move. They'll try and move on one of Sterling, Mahrez.
Yeah, I think they will.
Bernardo Silva.
I don't think it'll be Mahrez. I think it'll be Sterling or Bernardo Silva.
There's too many starting players there that are rotation players now. Like someone's going to be unhappy. Somebody's going to be unhappy. And plus as well, Jack Grealish, I think a move to Man City is about right for a player of his quality. But it's going to be interesting to see how he copes from going from a team where he is the big kahuna. The ball is always he's always demanding the ball. Like the ball is always coming to him. To be in that Man City where you are not you're not the dominant player in possession. You're not the player that the other players are going to look to all the time to get the ball. That's going to be Kevin De Bruyne. At times that's going to be Mahrez, etc., etc. So let's see what he does at Man City. I'm looking forward to it because I think it's 2 seasons now we've seen this guy ball out in the Premier League. Like last season for me, he should have been a nomination for PFA Player of the Year. I said it time and time again. And people are saying, no, you're chatting shit. He didn't play enough games. Bro, the games he played, he was quite clearly one of the best players in the league. So for me, it's going to be interesting to see what he does at a team where the expectation's higher. You're not going to get as much of the ball, and you're going to have to adapt to Pep's way of playing. Because players like him and Mahrez, in their teams, they were the stars. They would hold on to the ball for long. In Pep's team, you're not allowed to hold on to possession.
That's what I'm saying. He's going to have to change his game. I don't think he suddenly just makes them title winners, though.
They need Kane more than I think they need Grealish. Honestly, I think they do need I think they'll score, but I do think they will create chances anyway. The thing is with Grealish is I've heard they're going to play him in number 8, which is mad for me because I thought they would have played him left-hand side. So I don't know how he's going to adapt. But for England with Guardiola, he's going to improve off the ball. So it will be a bit of a transition, but. He's such a good football player, isn't it? Any team in the world would benefit from having him in their team. It's just a fact.
It's funny though, because did that England attack, does that kind of give us a sign as to what could come at Man City if they were to get Kane and they were to have Grealish and they were to have Mahrez? Who are your runners off the ball? Because we know is Kane going to drop deep for City, or are you going to be told to stay up front and instructed?
I think they might adapt, I honestly think they might change his role. It'd be a bit mad for me because obviously he's been so successful in that kind of number 10, moving to a number 9 role in the same game. But do you need to drop deep if you're playing for Man City? Because
Sterling is a runner. Sense. That's the thing. We saw that with England, and he did have a great Euros. And Sterling seems to have this weird patch of doing a bad season, good season, bad season, good season. So he's kind of due a good season as well.
He had three 6 seasons for Man City and had one subpar, one poor one. Let's not do this one bad season, one good season thing. That's what the Man City fans say. That's what they say. I think it's harsh on Raheem Sterling personally. I think outside, he's been, if you look at it over the past 4 years, Aguero is the only attacker who you can hand on heart say has been better than Raheem Sterling for Man City, and it almost feels as if they're crowding out that team, and there might not be space for him as well. So, which is interesting because I don't know what if it is Raheem Sterling that they're going to sell. I don't know which clubs buy Raheem Sterling this summer. Not to say that he can't get moved to other clubs, but the clubs who I think could really benefit from Raheem Sterling, I don't think they can afford him. I don't think Real Madrid can afford him this summer. Barcelona definitely can't afford him this summer. I think Liverpool would love a player like Raheem Sterling right now to bolster their team.
To come back though, that'd be
to come back there. I don't think the fans would want it, and I don't think they can afford him as well. We would love a player like him, but one, we can't afford him. Two, he'd never come to us. So Arsenal probably could afford him, but I don't think he goes to Arsenal as well. So if it is Raheem Sterling's head that's on the chopping block, I'm not really sure what moves he can get.
That's a good point.
West Ham, that's where he's going. West Ham, mate.
Right.
Yeah, I wish, mate. I don't think so, man.
That's true. I actually can't think of any clubs that he could actually go to, which is kind of mad.
Actually, you can't go West Ham. You've got Ben Rama, haven't you, mate? Sorry, I forgot.
He scored a screamer the other day. Hold on.
He saw the goal yesterday. I'm telling you now, he's dropping masterclasses. He's coming to the fore, man.
He scored he scored one of the goals that I've seen him score in the Championship for fun. And I was like, all right, this could be it now.
The way he strikes it, he makes it look so effortless. Like, he honestly just strikes it in, and he didn't celebrate, obviously, because it was...
You might have to eat your words this season, Lee. It might be Ben Rama's season. You never know.
He looks a different player, mate. He looks like he's learned... He knows now what he needs to do off the ball. And when he gets the ball in the 10, mate, he should be playing 10 for West Ham. He's that good. He nutmegged 2 of their defenders yesterday and then sent them flying and then played it wide. I'm like, mate, honestly.
He is a baller. He's a baller,
mate. He's always been a good
Lee's
player.
licking his lips. He's like, shit, this could be it.
No, do you know what it is? I've always said he's got mad technical ability, but his end product shit.
Wow.
How's his end product shit?
No, that's what. Well,
It's hit and miss. It's hit and miss.
His end product last season resulted in 1 goal.
Yeah, but that was last. He had about. He was. I think he was acclimatized to the Premier. He had a tough season, but you can't judge him off one season, Lee.
He wasn't good, but he's obviously got the talent, and I think he's a player that can definitely go up a couple gears for West Ham.
Interesting. Also, what was I going to mention as well? I think Lautaro Martinez was linked to Arsenal, which was nice.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but he ain't signing. He ain't coming. Like, you can sit there and put your Bellerin links, like to Lautaro deal. You could even say, Lee, but what if we give him Xhaka and Bellerin and a bit of cash? He's not coming. Why would that guy go and ruin his career by signing for us? Yeah, when he could move out for another year and go in Madrid or Barca.
The thing is, money. It's money.
Yeah, but if he don't want to sign for anyone, they can't force him, can they? Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. I don't think the move happens, but my friend made a good point to me yesterday, and it makes sense. Financially, we know Arsenal will pay a player like him handsomely well, and he's still young as well. So if Inter are desperate to sell, to raise funds and keep players like Lukaku at the club, etc., they will sacrifice him. And if he wants to take the payday, there's a slim chance of it happening. But I'm in your camp. I don't think he... I'm looking at it now. I don't think he makes such a jump down so hastily as well. So it'll be interesting to see. Money talks, innit? Money actually talks. If Arsenal threw 250k a week at him, then, bruv, is he really going to turn that down when he knows that, in 2-3 years' time, maybe he can still get the move to Barcelona? I don't know.
Apparently, David Oinstein said that if Kane leaves,
I hope it doesn't happen. I don't think it will happen as well.
All he's got to do is speak to Emi Martinez, mate, and Emi Martinez will tell him exactly what Arsenal's all about, and he ain't coming. That's what I'm saying.
Apparently, David Oinstein was saying that if Kane goes, then Tottenham will become interested as well. And I've seen even Chelsea slightly linked as well, because obviously
David Ornstein said that Arsenal weren't signing Pepe because they didn't have the money. He also said Arsenal's business was done.
So you don't rate his credibility.
And then we signed Danny Welbeck. Yeah, he also said that Thomas Partey wasn't happening. There's 3 straight away that I can think. He also said that we were signing Nuri Sahin on loan. Yeah, we didn't. Yeah, like, the guy's a fraud. Yeah, that's why he's a fraud.
A fraud?
The guy
is he not one of the most credible people in the country?
Reporters are allowed to get stories wrong.
Come on, Lee. Come on.
Hey, no
need for this.
Let me just re-clarify what I'm saying. Yeah, when the guy's sitting there, Fabrizio Romano ended his career, mate. Yeah, because I remember this. Yeah, I flew into Malaga on the 13th of July. Yeah, and I landed at Malaga Airport. I turned my phone on, and I was like, who's this Fabrizio Romano guy saying we're bid for Pepe? Yeah. And then Ornstein an hour later put a tweet out saying Arsenal haven't bid for Pepe. They can't afford him. It's 80 million quid, or 80 million euros, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then to watch him have to backtrack was glorious, mate. Yeah, absolutely glorious. Yeah. And that was the first time I'd ever found out of who this Fabrizio guy was. Yeah. And since then, he's pretty bang on with Arsenal, with Arsenal. But Ornstein ain't. Yeah, Ornstein, nah, mate. Not for me. Do you know what it is? Yeah, he is very much like the rest of the PR journalists that go on do these Zoom calls or have their tea and biscuits at Colney, yeah? They're all jockeying for the Josh Conkey interview every year. Yeah, so they will put out any old shit the club want them to put out. I can't stand any of them. But he blocked me because I called him a fraud. Because I called, I called
They
him.
tend to do that.
Yeah,
if you call him a fraud.
Yeah, but this is the thing. Like I said, I've just named 4. Right? Deadline day. England were training at. This was years ago. Yeah, England were training at London Colney. Yeah, and he tweeted out, "Arsenal's business for the day is done. There will be no signings. Arsenal are not buying any more players." 45 minutes later, Danny Welbeck's having a medical. Like, well, hang on a minute. Which source told you that then, mate? Yeah, because like now he's having a medical. And it's like you're supposed to be the top tier journo for Arsenal News. Get in the bin, man. I've got more sources at the club than he has. Yeah, I was the only person who put a tweet out about fucking Matt Ryan. Nobody tweeted about it, and then Arsenal just announced it.
How did you get that news? Tell us your source.
You might. Mate, listen, I knew, like anyone who's watching this that watches my channel and has done for years will know that I was on a live stream on deadline day and I got a text from someone saying Kieran Tierney's just passed his medical at Arsenal. 4 hours later, breaking news on Sky Sports, Kieran Tierney's en route for a medical. I also, people remember this. I also said, and again I got a text, that Nicola Pepe was shown around London Colney by Alex Lacazette. Not one person put this anywhere. Yeah, I said it on my video. And 2 days later, Arsenal YouTube channel, 2 days later, Lacazette shows Pepe round Colney. So how the fuck do I get more info than these guys?
I don't know. You got to tell us. Tell us who the hell are these people.
What was the other one I did? There was.
Can you get Chelsea news?
The only one my source has actually got wrong was Nuno Espirito Santo. He was the only person who had 2 interviews for the Arsenal job. Like this time round before Arteta got it. Obviously, Arteta had 2 over 2 seasons. Yeah, but Nuno had 2 in the space of 3 weeks. He was the only manager who had 2. So I was like, yo, we're getting Nuno, you know. Yeah, and it turned out to be Arteta. But other than that, he's always spot on. So yeah, Matt Ryan. Yeah, nobody knew about that. Everyone on my Twitter was going, how the fuck did this guy know about Matt Ryan, but no one else did? It was hilarious, man. Pornstein. Yeah, Fraudstein. He didn't know about it.
Man called him Fraudstein.
Yeah, Fraudstein. That's why he blocked me. Fraudstein. My sources are legit, bruv. You know what I'm saying? And they're not this fucking HP thing that he's fucking around with.
Your sources are pucker, right?
Wait, what? Wait, what? What did he just say?
I said the sources are pucker. Anyway,
no. How do you? I mean, do you know what? With Lautaro Martinez, it's hard for me to put my finger on him because he played. Well, some people are saying Saj, namely saying that he doesn't play. He played alongside Lukaku. I was saying he was more playing second striker to Lukaku. Can he play up front on his own and lead the line for a team? Is the question because. Like I said, he was potentially linked with Tottenham if Harry Kane leaves. I'm pretty sure he's been slightly linked to Chelsea because we have a dire situation to address it at the striker position. He was linked with Man City as well previously, and now he's linked with Arsenal. How do you guys rate him at all, or what do you see him? Because he's a little bit, he's very up and down for me because sometimes his pass completion, he can give the ball away quite a lot as well. I'm not sure how efficient his finishing is as well. It's a difficult one.
He's a very good player, and I think if Arsenal signed him, that would be a quality signing. I think, you're right. He still needs to prove to the masses that he can lead the line. But I think I'm trying to remember if he played as a lone striker before Antonio Conte came to the club, because I think he had a couple games like that as well. Like he's not just gonna come to a team in absence of a player to play off and just be completely invalid. I think he's still a talented player. He's got a decent variety of finishes on him as well. You are right, he's not the most efficient. I see him miss quite a few big opportunities in front of goal, but he can finish. Do you get what I'm saying? He can finish, and he's got decent feet, and he's got good link-up play as well. So I think if he went to Arsenal, that would be a quality signing for them. Like you got someone who can get you around 20 plus goals in all competitions, and can give you that link-up play that you're missing from the guy who plays centrally. Lacazette, He's got okayish link up, but he's lazy and he's fat. He gasses out. He gasses out.
You just said it how it is. You're not here to mention words today.
Lautaro, I think Lautaro would be a quality signing for Arsenal. Like I think he ticks a lot of boxes, but I just hope and believe he's not going to join Arsenal.
What would you take him as a Harry Kane replacement?
One player alone is not going to be enough to replace Harry Kane. We need two. But if Lautaro was linked to Spurs, I'll take him in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I mean, what do you think, Lee, with that one?
He's not coming to any of our clubs.
Well,
No, he might come to West Ham.
I mean, I don't. It seems like Inter Milan still need to.
Well, he could actually follow in the footsteps of Tevez, couldn't he? Start off at West Ham and then off you go. Do you know what I mean?
Perfect.
Would have been the worst. Honestly, that I still can't get out. I still don't get it out of my head to this day how that even happened. That Tevez and Mascherano were at West Ham.
A player, mate. Jeez, man, never seen anything like that.
I remember loading up Football Manager and just seeing Tevez and being like, "What?"
Do you remember that goal he scored against Chelsea? He jinks in. I think you beat us 4-1 anyway, but he just makes it look so easy. Honestly, man. Hard to hate him.
I need to read this out, and then someone just said, "Please, read out some of the other comments." But will Chelsea beat Arsenal to their bogey team in a friendly? I mean, I don't know how serious you guys take pre-season in terms of results, or because if your games are just all straight losses, do you have any worry going into the season, or does it bode any?
I worry anyway, because like I said earlier, we're not better than we were last season, so we're finishing lower as it stands. We're still at the same.
Is that something that you're willing to put chips down on at the end of the transfer window? You think you'll finish lower than 8th?
As it stands right now, yeah. As it stands today on 1st of August, yeah, we're finishing lower than 8th. Yeah, because what have we done to make me think we're finishing higher? Yeah. What have we done? We haven't done anything. We've signed a centre-back better than Holding. Well, we're all better than Holding. I said that earlier. Yeah, we've signed a backup midfielder and a backup left-back. Wow. Whoopee.
I agree. I don't agree that they'll finish 9th. But I agree with Lee that as it stands now, we have no reason to believe that Arsenal are going to finish significantly higher than they finished last season, because I don't think they've made the improvements to the starting 11 that they need to. No new right back in, no new central midfielder in, no new wide or central playmaker in, no new striker in as well. It's literally just been one improvement to their starting 11 when they needed about 4. So. Right now, Ben White is nowhere near enough for them to go from 8th to top 6 or top 4. I don't see it happening. There's still more work to be done.
And not only that, man was in Ibiza last week. Yeah, so he ain't going to be ready for the start of the season fully up to it, is he? So I don't think we'll be seeing him on the first game in 12 days' time against Brentford. So we'll be going with Rob Holding. And
the more you look at it, Aston Villa could seriously be a threat.
That's what I'm saying. So can Everton.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
Who knows? Like, look, Everton under Ancelotti started off great and then just tailed off because they didn't have the squad. Yeah. But now they've got.
You are in that dogfight around about there,
and that's what I'm saying. 8th, 9th, 10th. Yeah, Tottenham are be in and around that as well. Yeah, and them 4 teams are going to finish anywhere between 6th and 10th. Yeah.
I think if Tottenham lose Kane. I think if Tottenham lose Kane, then they'll fly down. I really maybe not fly down, but they're not anywhere near battling for top 4 at all. And maybe top 6, it would be a struggle as well, for without Kane, because
even with Kane, Spurs we're not doing niche this year. So without him, yeah, you're right. Depends on how you'd replace him, but just knowing the inadequate sort of hierarchy right now, you wouldn't bet on them to replace Harry Kane. Well, because like we said, Harry Kane is irreplaceable. Let me stop using the word replace, because I don't think we can replace Kane like for like. But you would not bank on this team bringing in players that can help us like cope with the loss.
Yeah, even to cope would be a struggle with 2 players. Because you're effectively losing a playmaker and a striker.
Yeah.
Basically, what you need to do is go and buy £100 million worth of players, like you did when you sold Bale. when they were all lined up for the picture.
That was ridiculous. Honestly, that window was nuts. You had like
Soldado,
Lamella.
Thing is,
Paulinho,
Levy tried to do it right, didn't he? He tried to hold on and get with a maximum amount of money. So maybe he's doing the same with Kane, because I think you've been linked, Toby, haven't you, with a couple of players? So
yeah, we have. But the thing is, with that one, I do think that the thing is, how many times can you be unlucky in it? Like, ultimately, your recruitment needs to be better. But I do think that one they tried. Do you get what I'm saying? Like,
No, wait. Let me stop you a minute here. What do you mean? How many times can you be unlucky? You make your own luck, mate. Yeah, based on your decisions, right?
No, but that's what I'm saying. I'm saying there's only so many times you can be unlucky in the window before you're just not good at navigating your way through a transfer window. But I'm saying in that specific instance, I do think they tried getting in one of the best wingers in Serie A at the time. Getting in a proven goal scorer in Soldado, getting in Paulinho. I can't believe how bad of a flop he was, because he was sick.
Proper Spursy, man.
Yeah, that was nuts. Yeah, that was nuts.
We apart from the defense, which was Vlad Chiriches. That's the only centre back we brought in. Apart from
who?
Vlad Chiriches.
Sorry, I thought that was the STI you picked up over the weekend, mate. Sorry.
That's crazy. This guy's crazy.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. How did you know that, bro? How did you know?
Ridiculous. But anyway, I can't believe it. That's just thrown me off. But anyway, like I think offensively, and then like midfielders or Capoue, who was highly rated at the time as well. So I think just on a name brand basis, they tried with the goal money. They tried and it just flopped. And I think this time they need to be more. If we do sell Harry Kane, we need to be more strategic in our signings. Don't just go for names, etc., etc. Go for players that literally tick the boxes that we need ticking. Go for players.
The thing is, though, as well, there's only a month left of the transfer window,
bro. And we've only brought in one player. In fact, two players. Sorry, we brought in a teenager from Spain who's talented, no doubt, but was never a priority for us this summer. And we brought in a goalkeeper again. Another two players who are not priority positions for us this summer. We needed a right winger. We needed a midfielder. We needed a possible number 10. We still need a right back. We need two centre backs.
Is that the Gill guy you're talking about?
Yeah, Brian Hill. I think he's a really good talent. But
where does he play?
He plays left or central, but I think he might play. He might play on the right. But my thing is this. My thing is this: like, where's the priority signings? The priority signings were two centre backs this summer, and to add insult to injury as well, you've even sold Alderweireld as well. Where's the two centre backs? Where are they?
It's actually only Ben White has actually improved anybody's squad in this panel so far.
No, I think Brian Hill's improved our squad, because Lamella was an absolute.
Not your 11 though, isn't it? Maybe
not our 11.
No, sorry, no one's improved the 11 apart from Ben White. Yeah.
No, what talking about West Ham here? Areola come in the other day, mate. Surely that's an improvement. Yeah.
Did you? Is that confirmed? Okay.
Oh, come on, lads, keep up.
Sorry. West Ham. I've just assumed West Ham are not doing any business at this point. I ask you every single week, and there's nothing.
Yeah. Well, it did feel like we didn't actually know it was open. So
you know why it took me by surprise? Because obviously you don't have the great Fabianski. So
Fabianski.
He makes no mistakes. You know what I'm saying?
No mistakes. Like Leno when he let it through his legs. He'll have moments.
I know he makes mistakes, but I'd still take Leno over Fabianski, mate.
Oh, anyway, right. So we brought Areola in, and I think he's an improvement. He's a genuine improvement on Fabianski. The thing is with the crosses, Fabianski struggles, doesn't he, from set pieces and dealing with big area. And Areola's 6'5". He dominates his box. The only thing he's not good at is penalty kicks, which someone brought up to me the other day. He saved like something mad, like 7 out of 32 attempted or something. So that might be an issue, but other than that, he's sweet all over the place. So. Nah, it's a good signing. That's a genuine improvement. We've got 2 number 1 keepers.
Yeah, I think Areola is a good keeper. I think he is.
I'm surprised Arsenal wouldn't look at him though. Do you know what I mean? If Arsenal going for Ramsdale, Areola would make sense, but it maybe makes too much.
The guy that was in Fulham last season, is that the guy?
Yeah.
Mate, that good. No. Let's just rewind.
Arsenal are really moving down that table, aren't they?
Hold up.
I'm loving it, man.
This is the guy that played for Fulham, was jumping around like Superman because it was like hot potato. Oh, I don't want the ball. And you think
Toby's gone to Brooklyn. There we go.
You ain't seen nothing with this guy, bro. Trust me. Go and watch Fulham highlights from last season. The guy literally every time the ball comes in the air starts punching it. Yeah, he punched one. I think the game was against Wolves. I can't remember. He came flying out ready to punch one, and it obviously came off the top of his hand, and it started flying. It nearly went in the goal. He punched it.
Sheffield United, where it was a blatant penalty, he's completely wiped out the player, and they've just not given it.
You're talking about that Wolves game where he come out and he started flying at Adama. That's the one that I was a bit like, oh, okay. But other than that, it was sweet.
There was one in against Sheffield United. I think it was Sheffield United. He's completely wiped out the player, and they've not given a penalty for it as well. Like, it was a stonewall penalty. Now, Areola is good. He has his issues, but I think
he's the same as Leno. He's a decent shot stopper. Well, that's your job, mate. Like, that's it. He's no good with his feet. He panics under pressure. I'm not trying to put your signing down. I'm just being honest with it.
That's right. I mean, you're entitled to your opinion. We'll find out next year, won't we? You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, well, when you start sitting on it next season saying, yo, this guy, man, like, he don't make any mistakes and all that one. Yeah.
No, mate, I'm never saying that again. Trust me, even if he's doing all right.
Areola is miles better than Ramsdale, though.
No,
different level, mate.
Yeah, that's not difficult, is it?
Someone in this, I've left up this chat here because it's quite interesting. Ricardo Pereira, he's not a second choice, is he, at Leicester now? Someone saying he doesn't start anymore. Surely that's not the case.
He was injured after the season.
He was injured. He might, he's too good not to be starting for Leicester. They're not that. They haven't come that far.
No, when they had injuries and stuff, we'd play right back or right wing back or in the attack as well. But I think Castan was getting a couple games for them position as well. So he's a good right back.
He's a very good right back. Yeah, he'd be far better.
Look at that comment. Active Dan says Cavani chipped Areola from 45 yards.
Yes,
we all have off days, mate. I actually forgot about that.
Someone, I think Outrageous Ozil was calling you out, Lee. He was saying that you didn't rate Grealish in 2020.
Yeah. Guess what, mate? Yeah, I rate your mum though. It's like, you know what I mean?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Lord have mercy.
Do you know what's funny with football?
You and Toby are the same way. When someone comes for you in the chat, you just draw.
Yeah, but you know what?
People just say stuff and then they just expect you to just take it because you're doing.
I see the guy put the comment in about 4 times. I was like, mate, go and touch like grass or something, like real talk. Yeah. It's like me. It was like, mate, come on. Yeah, I don't think Ben White's amazingly good. Yeah, right. I think he's a good player. If at the end of this season he has put great performance after great performance after great performance in, yeah, then I'll go, yo, Ben White's the truth, yeah. And this is the same with the Grealish one. Well, Grealish, I used to say, yo, just because he's got his socks around his ankles and has a funky barnet, people rate him, yeah. But then when football's on TV 4 times a day because of the COVID situation, and you start watching every single game of football, not just watching highlight reels or just watching them against your team or the odd game that they're on, and you actually watch what he does, then you go, fucking hell, actually, I've been a bit of a prat here, yeah, and he is actually a baller, yeah. It's kind of easy to understand. I don't know what that guy's problem is, mate. Like, I don't know. Go outside, man. Get some fresh air.
Nisha here with the super chat says Zouma plus Tammy for Rice. Thoughts? As long as there's no money involved, that would have to be it.
We're never going to agree on this, bro. Like, we must have this conversation every
I'm
week.
sorry, but Corey, there's no way you're asking for money plus those two.
Of course. Look, right, hang on.
What do you mean, of course? You're getting a great centre back and you're getting a striker.
Yeah, I know you're trying to do your salesman thing, but hear me out, right? 25 mil. Let's just say West Ham. It's led to believe 25 mil will do it for Zouma, right? Abraham's 30. That's 55. How much are West Ham asking for?
Abraham is 30 and Zouma's what?
25. 30. That's what they said. 25. 30. They reckon we'll do it.
30.
Right, let's just play devil's advocate. Let's play devil's advocate. It's 30 and 30. 60.
Yeah.
How much do West Ham want?
I don't care how much you want. It's 60. Hey, listen, I don't know how many times I've seen split. Declan Rice is a holding midfielder. When has a holding midfielder ever gone for more than 60 million pounds? He's a holding midfielder. He's not the Lord Savior.
Anything more than 55 million is highway robbery.
He's not the Lord and Savior. He's not Maradona on skates. He's Declan Rice.
But Ben White's gone for 50 mil.
Yeah, but he's a centre back. For 60. In this day and age, I think centre backs are probably worth more.
Oh, okay. All right.
You know what it is though. I think Corey has every right. Corey and West Ham, they have every right to ask for an amount for Declan because he's their best player, like, and their captain. Like,
is it really that deep though?
Bro,
you man are going on like you can't live without him.
We don't
personally,
need.
if I had
We
the
don't
money,
even need.
I'm not spending 80 million on Declan Rice. Impossible.
That's cool.
No, it's
but
impossible.
you got
All that's gonna happen is if you don't take. For me, all that's going to happen is his value is just going to go down because his contract's going to continue to go.
You'll be back, man. You'll be back.
Yeah, but his contract's going to continue to get less and less years on it. You're not going to get more money than this window.
I would wager he will go next summer, right? Are you telling me his value's going to decrease that much by next summer? We can buy it.
Yeah, but he's not going up. I don't think anybody's. He'd have to, unless he's going to start scoring goals from midfield. No one's paid 80 million for him.
Well, hang on. Rodri was nearly 60 million or 70 million or whatever he was.
No, he wasn't 70. He wasn't 70. How much was Rodri?
He wasn't 60. He was a lot. He was near 60, wasn't he? I think.
Yeah, he was their record signing.
Was he?
He's their record signing. 60 million or something, or 58 million, yeah?
Hold on, let me check that.
Yeah, and that's the thing, like, add on the English tax.
The big fat Ben White English tax man.
Rodri was 62 million.
Now. There you go.
What in the robbery?
How did you not know?
I just don't remember it costing that much. Because he's just not that guy.
Record signing. Their record signing is 10 million less than ours.
That is mad.
Really?
I just never thought Rodri would ever cost that much. Rodri's not worth that.
No, but that's what I'm saying. You said, well, when does a DM or a midfielder like that go for that price? Yeah. Well, there you go. There's one. So now, if you add on the English tax and the fact that West Ham have got you by the bollocks, yeah, you desperately
don't do this to me.
The
thing is, Matisse, here's the thing with that comment, right? We can go in, buy Zouma, buy Tammy, and still keep Declan. Like, we don't need to swap him. So that's where we're at. We will.
We need some money so we can try
and get your Haaland, mate.
Yeah. If you wouldn't mind putting in the 230 millions for those two, that would be great.
Last week it was, West Ham might be bankrupt, and this week you're saying,
I know you're moving. We're not having that because I'm telling you that he's the
David Gold just got a new reimbursement.
He's the only player in West Ham that the fans would go absolutely ballistic if he went for anything less than what the club apparently will not sell him.
What's going to happen? Are you going to do a West Ham Millwall and trash the place or something? What's going to happen?
You saw what happened with Burnley.
Flag in the centre circle and try and get in the director's box, bro. That's how raw they are. Wait till fans are back there next season. Moyes is getting sacked real soon.
The Olympic Stadium is too nice.
You know what? There are protests though on the 19th. So that's real. That's against the board. So
it's the Olympic Park. It's not Upton Park, man. You can't trash that place, man. You've already
mate, did it last time, did
it again. Sort out the sewage system before you fucking trash the place.
Mate, they got into Europe and they're protesting against their owners. What more do you want?
How are you? Oh yeah, they're not going to want Moyes out.
Moyes has got so much credit in the bank. To be fair.
In the bank now.
If he gets,
if he loses the first 4 games of the season, your fans are going to be on him, mate.
Nah, it won't work like that. I don't think. He's got a lot.
Out again. Remember that?
It's better than your placards, your cardboard placards outside with your guitars.
Justin Bieber concert outside.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Ed Sheeran B-Tech version outside with his banjo, like yeah. No, eat it out, and then they're holding up.
I don't represent that part of our family. I don't represent any other fan but myself. So yeah, that's what I have to say.
You represent yourself, yeah?
Yeah, rep myself.
Yeah. Have you seen his shows on? They have the Tottenham show, and him, Farad, always dressed up with costumes. How come you don't dress up for this show? What the fuck?
You know, it's that show I get a bit more wilder. Do you get what I'm saying? Like I want to protect your channel. Do you get what I'm saying? So like, it's
you want to protect it? Why? What are you gonna get? You're gonna get their channel suspended or something? Over there.
I might get your shit taken off air.
Look at this psychology, man. Like this is a joke.
I've seen Farad smoking and everything, doing up a whole heap of shit over there. It's been mad. It's been crazy over there.
Another thing as well, Matisse. The thing is, you're a kid as well, so we don't.
I'm not a kid. Stop this kid shit. I'm 24. I'm 20. How old are you, Toby? 28?
You're like 15.
How old are you? 28?
I want to expose a 15-year-old to grown-up stuff.
Oh my God, grown-up stuff. Grown-up stuff. How old are you, Toby? State your age.
State your age, cuz.
State your age, cuz.
I'm 29.
29. 5 years. It's not that deep, man. It's not that deep.
No, it's 10 years. No, 15 years, sorry.
Stop this shit. But if I look young, then cool. If that's a compliment.
If you went to America now, Matisse, you wouldn't be allowed to drink.
It's just because I'm not balding. It's just the only reason all these shots are coming my way. He's just salty people that he's balding. The next thing he was there asking on Twitter for barbershops in Manchester. Everyone was like, "You don't need no barbershop. What the hell are you talking about? Sit down, granddad."
I was actually for my beard. I just wanted the barber to just cut off whatever I had on top and just take my beard.
Even I was confused for a second. I was like, "What the hell does he need a barber for?" Yeah, I clocked quickly. I was like, "It must be the beard." Someone else in the chat was saying they was asking you about whether steroids have an effect in the bedroom. I didn't put it up on screen though. I'm trying to find that comment. I don't know where it went.
Whoever that is a massive hater. I've never taken steroids in my life.
He looks like he's about to cry, man. You've upset him.
If you need to juice to get results in the gym, you're weak. You're weak, pathetic, you're a human being. So if that's what you think, you're projecting. So yeah.
It's been lit.
Matisse knew what he was doing there.
I don't know why.
Yeah,
the animosity that he said that with was just mad.
I was calm. I said you're weak. You're weak if you have to use steroids instead of getting big the hard way, like working hard.
You got any tips for the demographic of males watching for gym?
Like
you're looking in that shirt. You're looking like the shirt's gonna pop, man. It's like as if there's a hot air balloon over there.
Just consistency, bro. Lift consistently. Like there's really nothing more to it. I was never this big 10 years ago. I was a Slim Jim in university.
How many calories do you eat a day? You must eat like 4,000 calories or something. You're always snacking over there eating peanuts.
This is peanuts. This is literally pistachio nuts.
It's mad.
How many kilos of them do you do a day? Like you're literally always munching on nuts.
He's always eating, isn't it? He's always eating something. I know what, because I did a bulk for like 6 months and then lockdown happened and I haven't been able to return since. I did a strong bulk to 80 kg. I was very proud of myself.
Seriously.
Yeah, but I was eating constantly. Like it's actually a pain. I don't even know how you do it, honestly. Just
Mate,
constantly eating.
It is hard, and you feel bloated, yeah. But I'm nearly 6 foot, and I weigh like 11 stone 6 or something, yeah. Like literally, and I started fucking going on this mad mission. Like I'm gonna fucking eat and eat and eat. I'm gonna do some training. I still do the training. I just don't eat that much anymore because I bet
you got like the protein. I've got a protein bag over there actually, like proper like gain quick, some fucking massive.
Nothing quick, man. They're all scams, bro. There's no quick way.
No, but it's just got loads of protein in it. Just to.
The funny thing is, it's like when you've eaten, chicken breast, rice, and broccoli 3 times, and you've done that in the same day, and then you got to eat it again, but you're already full. Like, fuck that, man. I want to eat something else.
It's so boring.
Yeah, it does get that way. But do you know what? I actually enjoy it, but I just don't enjoy the fact that I'm always fucking bloated.
Yeah. It's just so much food.
It is horrible. And like I said, like my body fat's like 11%. Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, it was 7%. So
you've moved like Cristiano Ronaldo out here. Lee Ronaldo.
It was 7, but then I went to Boots a couple of weeks ago. I thought I want to fucking check because I ain't checked it for like a year or 8 months or something. And I was like, whoa, it's 11.1. So. But yeah, I just it is hard work, man. So for you to be doing that on a regular, mate, fucking hell, that's dedication.
I'm gonna set up a vlogging series on my channel and a gym update series, maybe twice a month. I'm gonna go gymming with Toby and Farad. I'm gonna go and get ench. Track my progress on this show. It will be brilliant.
What are you benching, Toby?
I don't really bench heavy anymore, to be honest. I don't lift heavy weights anymore. I left all that. Heavy
you lift women instead.
He's too strong for the.
You set yourself up perfectly.
Oh my days! Do you know what, Toby? You do it to yourself because your story's always lit. You're always at some party or something like, and there's just always women everywhere. I'm just like this absolute ladies, man.
They're absolutely my friend.
I've never seen a man with so many friends that are female. Like I've got quite a few female friends, but at this point, you're just taking a piss, man.
Yeah, because you're a nerd, Matisse. That's why.
I'm not a nerd. I need to ditch these glasses, man. It must be the glasses as to why I'm getting called a nerd by this brother on Twitter.com. The amount of times I see Toby, shut up, nerd.
I mean, you literally be saying something so random about time.
Your story the other day, when you were sat waiting for him, when we were waiting for him, and he was like, "Where is this?" And like, I'm backstage, you nerd.
It's such a dead insult, but for some reason, when he says it, it actually works. It actually does his thing. I'm like, why is this basic 2003 insult getting to me? It's ridiculous. It's actually mad.
Kenny Ken calls people wazzooks. I haven't heard that word for years,
what
man.
does wazzooks mean?
It's basically like you're a twat. Like it's an older, it's like my age group's word, yeah. Wazzook, look at this wazzook. Yeah, do you know what I mean? But Kenny started using it a couple of months back. And it's every time he says it, I crack up. I'm like, bro, I have not heard that word for about 15 years. Yeah, now he says it every single stream. Wazzook. Yeah, these wazzooks. It's the same as nerd. It's like it's just some dead insult, but it's hilarious.
It's ridiculous. Someone was asking here, is it true that if City sign Grealish, it takes Pep spending to 916 million? I mean,
well, let's see how many trophies he's won off of that. Does it matter? Is it your money?
Transfer expenditure, I think, is on transfer market. It says 818 million. So yeah, it would be around that. Yeah,
he's the greatest ever manager as it stands.
He signed 34 players.
Free
So how much is that a player?
24 million per player. Yeah.
Well, there you go. That ain't bad then, is it?
Yeah, it's a lot of money. A lot of money with no Champions League title is all I have to say.
Man United have spent more, though, haven't they? Do you know what I mean? They've had the four most expensive signings in, Premier League history. So
Champions League one is a bummer for sure. Like he needs to win that, and I think until he actually proves himself in the Champions League with Man City, he's always going to get beaten with that stick. But nobody can question this guy, in my opinion. As a general manager, like people always use the spending as a stick to beat him with, as if like. You give him money, you back him, and he's literally you're gonna win.
Yeah.
Because so many teams spend big. Aston Villa spend big. Everton been spending big for years. Arsenal spent so much money in the last 3-4 seasons. Spending big does not automatically mean success. Yeah. You need the right manager and the right infrastructure. Yeah.
There you go. He's won 10 trophies in that time, apparently. So as it stands, without Grealish, that's 80 million a trophy. It's not actually. That's ridiculous, man. So good.
Money well spent. Yeah.
You give him 80 million, you're getting a trophy.
Yeah.
80 million for a player. That's Declan Rice.
And that's not net spend, by the way. I think that's just money spent on players coming in. That's not players going out. Not that Man City, I don't think they tend to make massive sales anyway. I can't think of too many players that have left that club for big money. How much did he go for? Probably maybe 50. That might be their biggest. Because all their players tend to stay. Like I don't ever see key players leaving Man City. It's always the bums.
Where are you going?
Mangala. Yeah, it's true. Where are you going? It's funny though because you'd think with you'd think though because they're in Manchester and it's cold and it's windy and it's rainy, the South American players would piss off at some point, or the Spanish ones, but they always stay.
Aguero, I love it, mate.
Dinero, the cash, the
moolah. Toby's got the women. He speaks multiple languages. He doesn't take steroids, by the way, and he's beefed up like a hotcake on balloons. It's nuts.
He'll be at his own wedding soon enough.
I think I honestly I keep making this joke, but I think Toby just goes to all these weddings and just when they dash the flowers, he's just there, just like grabs them.
I don't think he even knows the people. He just rocks up at a random spot where there's a wedding, isn't it? And then goes, "They're my friends." Oh, friends!
You know, if you go on Snap Maps, you can see like what's going on in locations. You zoom in, and if you see a wedding, maybe just quickly straight on the district line, straight there. It's just like can't wait.
And I'm just putting it out there again, just so I get ahead of the insults and stuff. Two of my close mates who got married in May, they couldn't do the big party, so they're doing a big party in September. So if you see me fucking Snapchatting at a wedding in September, mind your fucking business. Wind your neck in, yeah? Cool. I told you now, so don't
maybe there's just a high divorce rate in his friend group, and they're all just getting married and married and married and married. I don't know what's going on, man. It's nuts. I haven't been to a wedding in years. It's ridiculous.
You're a kid, that's why, bro.
I'm not a kid.
The last one in Matisse, you were like a page boy, right?
This guy, for fuck's sake.
No, I need to go. You know, I need to go.
We're gonna wrap up soon.
But I need to hit the gym. Game
I'm gonna hit the gym. I'll come gym with you one couple times a month. We'll vlog it.
If you don't bench press Matisse, yeah,
He will. He probably will. To be honest, he probably will. I think I think I weigh like 75. I think I weigh 75. He can definitely bench 75. He can definitely bench 75.
And then just throw him. Just go, yeah.
Jesus, can you imagine? In terms of the Chelsea questions, guys, I'm going to be doing a watch along for Chelsea versus Arsenal. So join that stream, and I'll definitely be able to get to more specifics on all the Chelsea questions.
Don't text me. I don't want to know about the game. I'm not interested in.
You're not watching? No,
no, I'm going out. It's 31 degrees. I'm going to go and have some lunch. I'm going to have some tapas. I'm going to have a couple of cerveza. And I'm going to enjoy my Sunday and not get my Sunday ruined by watching that shit.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Oh, and I'm also not going to pay £8 to watch the game when I can spend £8 on nice food.
Oh, it's free for us. Why is it £8? Oh, God, that's a different conversation. Anyway,
that's actually mad.
Is it free to watch it on Chelsea website?
It's free for us. Yeah.
No,
but you have to be a member to sign in, and it's free.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have to pay £8. I think it's £8 to watch it.
Bloody hell, they're ripping for a friendly. Jesus,
bro, I told you this club's a disgrace.
Bloody hell, man.
Cheeks to offer that idiot in midfield and that right back.
A new contract.
A new contract.
It's a friendly match.
To Kenny and Jez, yeah. I said, yeah, if 1 million people pay £8, that's paying for Granit Xhaka's next 2 seasons.
Unless someone in the chat's going to shock me and tell me that I have to pay £8 too. You bastards, you have just... Oh, for fuck's sake. Look at the chat. I thought it was free. What the hell? Oh, okay, it goes to mental health. I think for charity, isn't it? Oh, okay, fair enough. Is it for charity? Oh, okay. I was
going to say something there, but I won't.
Yeah, now you know. Yeah, I quickly told you. We're not going to do what other Twitch streamers are doing and start cussing off Clash creators and
the charity, big up to that, yeah. But like, listen, at the end of the day, yeah, these football clubs are going down a real sticky route here of charging for pre-season games. Not just that one. Like, I don't even know if the people have had a refund for our America tour being cancelled when if they've already paid their money. I've not heard anyone say, "Oh, I got my refund." Yeah, do you know what I mean? So they took 32 quid off of people for 4 games, and I think they only showed 2 of them. So they owe 16 quid back. Have they paid that yet? Then
is this game on?
I'm going to the one. I'm going to both because I know we play you on Wednesday.
You're going to the game against Tottenham. You're going to Chelsea versus Tottenham.
Yeah, I'm going to be.
Oh, that's brilliant! You're going to be right near the Champions League trophy.
Oh, they refunded it. Big up the refund. I'll get you out of that one time.
Got your one done. Cool.
Wow, that's brilliant.
I'm going. I've got to go. Genuinely, I'm sorry, lads. I said I'd do it.
Of course, no problem.
I'm on a time limit today.
Damn, I wish I was going to that game now.
Before I go, I'm going to plug all of my shit, by the way.
Yeah, do. Yeah. That's traditional. You got to plug.
If you haven't checked out my Insta, yeah, go and check it out. That place I went to yesterday was absolutely insane. Yeah, so Kurt Zouma, you absolute clown. Yeah, if you don't want to move to this country. Yeah, that place I went to yesterday is about an hour and 40 minutes from Sevilla, mate. Yeah, Sevilla's beautiful on its own. That place I went to is lit. Yeah, go and check out the vlog. More League Gunner. It's dropping tonight. And
he's a vlogger now.
Well, listen, the quicker it builds up to more than the Arsenal channel, the quicker I can fuck the fucking channel off.
Jesus Christ, that's the plan, yeah? So, guys, go and subscribe to League Gunner.
Yeah, come on, it's nearly on 60k, about 100 away. So,
what, are you done with the Arsenal now?
No, I'm only joking. I still do it. And listen, that's my living, man. That's my income. So I can't just like slack off.
Unfortunately, because I'm sure Arsenal, the way they play, you'd wish you could.
You know what the mad thing is? Yeah, so I was sat there after 12 days. I moved here on the 12th. Yeah, after 12 days, I sat there. I looked at my analytics. I was like, "Rah, the money's dead, man. You need to put it out of the bag." Yeah, the views were dead. The money's dead. But that was my fault. That wasn't anything other than my own fault. Yeah, because I've just been lazy. Yeah, and I still managed to pull out over 1 million views this month, and I was on about 130,000 after 12 days. So I was like, "Fucking yeah, I spun it." But you have when you do it, you got to do it. It's your job, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but yeah, if I could get that vlog channel up to 60k pretty quickly, then, maybe I can just do 1 stream a day instead of 3. I'm going more League Gunner.
Go subscribe, people. Link is in the description.
Sunday.
Catch you, mate.
About the game. Don't text me. I'm going. See you later.
Catch you later. And guys, we still need to rearrange a weekly time for this show. We have no idea what time this show will be on going into the season. It's not going to be easy. As Toby let you know, he's a busy man. He's all over the shop. You know what I mean? Can't be doing the show when
I need to go soon as well. But Matisse, remember you said Tuesday you possibly Anita and then possibly Dami on my channel as well.
Yeah.
To talk all things Spurs and Chelsea.
What time are you thinking for that?
Like 7:30.
Cool. I'll be back by then. Yeah. Going to a little boohoo shoot. I'm going to try and get some clothes, some free clothes.
You boohoo. You.
Yeah. I'm just listen. I need to gather up some free shit, man. This YouTube shit don't pay. Don't pay that well. I need to go get some free shit. It's very difficult this summer. No transfer news in the Euros. Nobody really too asked about the Euros too much. Don Robbie's got the whole freaking casting crew out there as well. So it's like everybody else is just dying. So if you're not Mark Goldberg or Don Robbie, you've been suffering this summer. So I'm looking forward to club football.
Fair.
Yeah, Turkish, get us that sponsor on the Big Six, would you?
Brothers want to eat. Brothers are starving.
Brothers are starving. Why do you think I can't bulk up, man? Seriously, man, it's getting ridiculous. But I mean, Corey, bro, let them know what you got coming out on your channel. Upcoming link is in the description, people.
Don't really know, mate. To be fair, like probably just a couple of transfer talk videos. Get a Kurt Zouma announcement video on that as well. Get that one sorted. Get a Tammy one up as well. And then we're at the game next week. We've got Atalanta at home. I'm actually looking forward to that. That should be a decent game. So, and we've got obviously Rice will be back, Souček. So we'll have a fully strength squad, which will be nice to see. So I might try and do a vlog for that, and then roll on the season, mate. And then we can start banter each other about where we are at in the table. I just hope it's not West Ham at the bottom half.
Hopefully it is West Ham.
I can't wait because I'm almost certain my team's going to finish at the top of the pile in this stream. So it should be a fun season.
I think you're pretty safe, to be honest.
Yeah,
West Ham put you close last time, but you'll be all right.
Just need to secure Haaland just to be safe. And I'll promote TapinTobs' channel because he's gone to do some steroids. TapinTobs' channel. Go subscribe, people. Huh?
Yeah.
Let them know, bro. What's coming out content-wise?
Tuesday show with you, Dami and Anita. And then on Saturday, I need to message Lee, but Saturday I'm going to try and get Lee in Turkish just on a stream to talk all things Spurs and Arsenal ahead of that game as well. So yeah, back to normal service, man.
Yeah, we're all playing each other in a charity tournament, which is all cool. So yeah, like I said, people go subscribe. And for me personally, subscribe here. Obviously, follow on Twitch. This is on Twitch at the moment. We're just building that up now. So let's see if we can get it to 200 followers. There's going to be some streams that are exclusive just to Twitch. So it's not going to be just cross both platforms. We've got this, obviously the weekly shows will be on both platforms, but then I've got Farad coming on Tuesday night to do the Tottenham game. We're going to talk about that as well. After I stream with Toby, that's going to be just on Twitch. And I've got a Football London journalist as well to talk Chelsea transfer news. That's just going to be just on Twitch. Sam, he's Sam in Ingersoll, yeah. I don't want to butcher the name. Yeah, I don't want to butcher the name. So yeah, there's a lot of guys from Football London actually in the Chelsea community that they've been snapping up recently, which is cool. So those two streams are just going to be on Twitch, people. So I'm going to be streaming every day on Twitch, and then you'll get the weekly shows on YouTube, but mostly videos as well. So go subscribe, go follow Twitch. Let's get 200 followers on there. Big up everybody in the chat. It's been a great, fun show. Taking the piss out of Toby today. And I don't know what time this show will be on going into the season, but I'll let you know when we can figure it out. And enjoy the rest of your day, people. And I'll catch you back here for the Chelsea versus Arsenal watch along at 2:45. So tune in then, people, in a bit.
Safe.